It wasn't long ago that the very future of Saab seemed bleak, but the company was sold by GM, and this, the all-new 9.5, is the first product under the new ownership. After all the dramas of the past year, can this car translate the public goodwill into showroom success? The 9.5 is pitched at premium brand large executive saloons such as the BMW 5 Series and the Audi A6. This Saab was developed under GM, and underneath its distinctive styling lies a modified and stretched Vauxhall Insignia chassis with a range of petrol and diesel engines and either front or four-wheel drive. We're testing a key model in the range, the entry-level 2-litre diesel in front-wheel drive Vector SE trim. The engine has been modified from the one used in the Insignia and produces 158 brake horsepower with strong pulling force. There are 3 different suspension setups depending on the model, but this car uses the most basic version of McPherson struts at the front and a multi-link solution at the rear. Saab has tried hard to give the 9.5 an individual character, both externally and internally. In the cabin, it's a mixed bag. Good points are this sweep of the fascia, distinctive letterbox view out, the comfort of the seats on straight roads, the sound system, and the space for rear seat passengers. But this acre of black plastic and rather crude switchgear won't be impressing Audi drivers, nor will the occasional creak and rather plasticky feel. These seats as well do lack side support in cornering. There is talk of sporty performance and dynamics from Saab, but perhaps that's a mistake, as the new 9.5 fails to significantly excel at either. There's nothing really wrong with the engine and gearbox partnership, but it's disappointing that the diesel motor is so gruff in tone and noisy, especially from cold. On the road, the 9.5 attempts to be sporty, with very quick steering and firm suspension, but the former actually makes placing the car at speed rather difficult, and neither can mask the fact that this is basically a large, front-wheel drive saloon that's fairly uninspiring to drive. This particular car has an upgrade to larger 18-inch wheels, but maybe that's a shame as the ride quality never really settles, especially over smaller bumps. At speed, things are smoother, and in fact that's really this car's forte, frugal motorway cruising where you can cover the miles in a good degree of comfort. At £28,055, this 9.5 costs £1,200 over list thanks to the optional sat-nav. But it's worth noting the standard spec is comprehensive. Nevertheless, that's toe-to-toe with the Audi A6 2-litre TDIe at £26,380, confirming Saab's ambitions. The manual gearbox version of this car is economical to run, but fitting an automatic lowers the fuel consumption to 41.5 miles per gallon and raises the CO2 output to 179 grams per kilometre, increasing the tax burden. So, to the bottom line, has Saab pulled it off? Well, no. I don't think the 9.5 is a bad car, and it does have its strengths. But the main reason to buy one remains that it's a break from the German executive car norm. Saab will need more than that, and to clarify the character of its cars, if it's to survive as an independent manufacturer.